most applause, we'll get the vote of the officials. So make sure you make plenty of noise for your particular favourite as they come around. And complete with the Italian flag flying there, or is that the Irish one? It is the Irish one, of course. And joining us there at the rear of the ranks there. Here's our first one then. It is the 151, sorry, it's the 130 car there of Andy Lane from Eastleigh on his way round. So if you want Andy to win this one, just look at the finish on this car. This is really smartly turned out. Let's hear a lot of noise then. Flash your lights, toot your horns, make a lot of noise for Andy Lane.
So, some absolutely fantastic paint jobs out here on the track, and Andy Lane, the first of the cars going round. Have a look at that one. That really is something very special indeed. Well, I'll leave that to others, so now I'll let the clerk of the course and the other people who've been judging it work out as to who got the biggest round of applause, and I think we'll throw most of them off and keep the last 2 or 3, will we? Right, the decision is that it's either 303 or 173. So we'll do those two again. So who do you like the best? The 303 car of Des Bailey, the blue one. Not bad, you've all woken up. And now up. They obviously like blue here tonight because it's another blue car. Steve Reynolds, number 173. I think this may be a case that Steve Reynolds has the noisiest supporters here. So, the decision is, we said it was those who made the most noise. And Steve, I have a feeling that you're going to be paying for the drinks later on for all your buddies over there, because they made a lot of noise. So yes, he will buy you a drink later. Steve Reynolds about to come round on his lap of honour, the winner of the Smart Car competition.
396, so that's Scott Mullum, one of the last to join us there. Another car being sent off was the 465 car, Pete Giles, obviously for some problem. The plain grey colours there, 97, that's Gary Pratt of Ringwood Regular. Seen Gary in action many times before here at Ringwood. For our first race of the evening here at Ringwood. Off we go then, Group 1 on the move into turn 1 and already beginning to bunch up there. Will they make it through on this first circuit? Sideways for several of them and into the wall, but Bailey there on the run, and first to show in front there is 224 and 172. 224. Mike Webber in the red white colours, heading down the back straight as we got a 4-5 car line up here on turn 1. Looking at the front runner is Mike Webber in 224. but I think he's already been passed by the lead car. 364 going well and Reedy moving upfield a little. Martin Pettit in trouble there, being tacked into turn 1 in the number 4 car and put sideways on and into the wall over there on turn 2. Meantime, 224 being tacked now by the 244 car. One of the Bunyan boys now is shoving Mike Webber right to the outside wall there as the big white cat from the Anthill one stalks the pair of them in third place. Down the back straight into turn 3 then is still 224 is our front running car. 283, one of the back markers, that's Brian Webb in that one. Rejoining there is 714 and a really big following going down there. Oh, and again that was a big hit there going in between turns 3 and 4 and a long giant building up very rapidly indeed, although there's still room on the inside line from the come through. 224 notching up another lap coming up behind Brian Webb and the 446 car getting shoved in the rear end there. It was Jason Burke getting caught out of things. Unusual to see him on the receiving end. Well, 772 and 129 still going well and Reedy in the 332 estate car going through as well, and 921 a bit further back as the 224 car completes another lap and we're into the countdown in this first group outing. And he's well clear at the moment, Mike Webber. Gary Pratt's 97 car looking very much the worse for wear as 772 and 144 above. 772 getting spun sideways there, Deswood in trouble. And caught out there as Chris Reed moves up a place or two in the green and white estate car, but already Mike Webber going through to start another lap in the latter stages of this first outing then. 244 still going strong, Chris Reed in 332, ahead of 144. 3 laps to go for the lead car, keep an eye on the red white colours there. Mike Webber in 224. He's on his way down the back straight before the next rank car comes through. I make that 772 and 244. And then Chris Reed, oh, and into all big time there for the 772 car again. It's struggling into another hit going in down the back straight to Chris Reed, clear that one. As Mike Webber is starting his penultimate lap then in 224. Further back, 188 still running and 332, 144 still in all the action. And the 121 car behind that, that's Scott Baggett and the big black Jag going well. 1 lap to go when they go through this time. There he goes, Mike Webber in 224. He's been leading this one throughout. The 714 car, of course, Spalding there from Warrington Wheels, Rangerton Wheels, that's the Newton Abbott driver. His car looking undamaged at the moment as we prepare the checkered flag for our first winner of the evening. And it's going to be the 224 car, by my reckoning anyway, but don't take that as official yet until the count back comes. The checkered flag coming out 224 and Gary Pratt finishing there in 97 and then 332 Chris Reed. The 188 car and 144 and another big hit. It's now down on the circuit. We'll have a couple of words with our winner there before he takes the checkered flag. Here we are, Chris.
Thank you very much. Mike, that looked a relatively easy race for you. You didn't seem to be where the trouble was at all. How did you do it?
Just lucky.
Just lucky. Do you normally get lucky?
Normally.
Normally. Do you think you're going to be lucky later on tonight?
Hope not.
You hope not. You want to have some fun, do you? The control car and they're trying to leave me behind already. So there, nice big round of applause for Mike as he comes round. Our first race winner of the evening. Come on then, in front of the amusement city. Oh dear. And coming past the
551 car in 6th place, that was Simon Want. And then in 7th place, number 121, that was Scott Baggett. And in 8th place, number 97, Gary Pratt. So the 4 that go through to the final are 224, 283 446 332. That's the way we have them finishing.
Yeah, but you don't know.
That's the confirmed result there of race 1. Time there. Still got to do that draw as well for the first few ranks to be sent around to the rear, so to speak. PRI promotion as well, and from Auto Speed in the West Country. So a fair cross section of some of the best of British banger racing here in this second group. Indeed, that goes right across the board for tonight, where the waves that green flag to send them away. We're on the move then for Group 2. Their first outing of the evening in this second heat for the all-important British Open Championship. Here we go. And 720 first to show in front then, but can he hold on up there? 36 from the wall there, 57 one of the first victims here. We've got a problem there on turn 3. We've got a car on fire, I think. And we got a red flag all the way round, a red flag. Got a car on fire on the far side, so we're going to see a complete restart for this one with a red flag so early in the proceedings. And that's Brian Heath's car there that was blazing merrily. So who have we got as retirements? Well, Tony Rowe's car parked on the infield, I can see. It looks like Spud Gun's out of things as well. Pink some of the retirements then, as we get things underway for the restarted second group's first heat. Here we go. Green flag then, sending them away. Slipping in and sliding through the trail of fluids. 720 from 252 and in 382. Danny Hunt then on the Auto Speed promotion up there in third place as they run down the back straight for the first time. Into the wall goes the yellow estate car. Some of the tail enders also slipping into oblivion. 720, 252 and 382. Fighting for second place there, those two. But the front runner is Shane Bound. Determined to stay ahead and stay clear then. 720, the back estate car. Being chased hard all the way by the 382 car. Those two then clear at the moment. So Danny Hunt following Shane Brown is trouble up ahead, but they managed to thread their way through there. So 5 cars in a pile up on turn 2. That's streaming through with a 657 car staying out of trouble at the moment. 617 Dave Ball with the back end severely distorted, but he's almost a lap down already. Shane Brown forcing his way through down the back straight there with the one remaining warlord trying to tag on to his rear bumper. Through they come, and still Shane Brown from Gary Weldon there, who's trying hard to get in on the act here. And right behind him, Danny Hunt still there. Oh, and he tackles Gary Weldon into the wall. So Danny Hunt riding shotgun for Shane Brown at the moment. Picks off one of his tormentors. And this looks like Jim Cannon in 135 going well there, the green and yellow colours. The special rod champion for the year 2001 here at Ringwood then. Changing formula here tonight and going very well there. Slipping and sliding under steering along. Hanging on to it as they exit the pit lane corner. Behind him a couple of rivals not quite so lucky. One of those that does get through is the 901 car of John Stoneman. And 342 coming through at the rear of Mr. still going, but not really in contention. Jim Cannon tackles yet another victim, and that's the 901 car of John Stoneman being forced through turns 1 and 2. 147 staying out of trouble, but the hitman takes the hit there. And the 78, was that the 78 car? No, it wasn't. He's skidded backwards into the infield, leaving the rest to go trailing by again. 342, one of the back markers. It's 76 I was thinking of there. That was the Darren Austin's car from the Smallfields promotion. Uh-oh! Big time in the wall and backwards for the Gary Weldon car down there at the bottom end. Jim Cannon still going strong, 901. In trouble and gets reversed into by Gary Weldon. John Stoneman there getting his car back. Gary Weldon getting a push and a shove from behind there by the second place 382 car, but that's wedged him. Gary Weldon just locking on the anchors there. And that rather slowed things down and put Danny Hunt out of the action momentarily, and maybe for keeps. But he was running in second place by my reckoning. Oh, he's got the car going again now, but I thought he was going to get a hit from the hitman there, but he got let off lightly. 242 going through. John Ailes at the back in 300. Checker flag being ready. And there it is. Shane Brown taking that one then and making it look oh so easy. Rest coming streaming through. 155, Mike Hilton still in it. Jim Cannon still a finisher. And the 342 car there of James Stone, head of John Ailes. 147, who I didn't give a mention all the way through. That was Carl Bunyan in that one.
But the funny thing was,
So down here on the start-finish line, congratulations to Shane Brown. Shane, it's normally up in Norfolk that we have our chats, but I've moved. You've stayed slightly closer to home than normal, but I notice you've still taken the checkered flag. I would think almost anybody else over the years, and could well have taken one or two others with just a little bit more luck. Obviously we're at Ringwood, so we'll discount Ringwood, but where is your favourite track to race a banger up from Ringwood?
It'd have to be, well, it used to be Scotland, but not now. It'd have to be Sheffield, I suppose.
Remembering that you do want to be allowed out in the final.
Yeah, I do, Ringwood. I just want to get...
So once the last breakdown vehicle reappears, we'll be able to get things underway then for Group 3. It must be a tense time for all the drivers out there, all anxious to get things underway. Once you've got this far, you're on the start grid, ready to go, and now you're hanging about. My compatriot here says there may be a lot of clenched buttocks out there. I'm not sure that's true, but most of these drivers have no fear, I'm sure. Otherwise they wouldn't be out there. Certainly got more guts than I've got anyway. But it never seems to deter them, some of the big hits that go in. And on the move, here we go. Well, most of them are on the move anyway. Here they come, who's going to make it through to the front? Looking at the side is rocking and rolling. 215, Steve Holt from the 22 car. All round. All round and Steve Holt's in already going to pump into the gap. And then trailing down here on the pit lane, we've got 8 or 10 cars all stuck. Got Weldon wriggling his way free from there, lots of smoke, making it difficult to see. Smithson in 3-1-1. Danny Smithson was the front runner there, but I think he's gone down the back straight. Oh, and everybody slipping and sliding into oblivion there. Three more cars well and truly into the fence. And let's see how we go with this one. There goes the 157 car, the next one through is 77 Dutchy Holland. Dutchy Holland then, our front runner now, in the 77 car. One of the warlords is that Scott Weldon, running up there in about third place in a big white jag as they come through again, and more cars being abandoned down there, more clouds of smoke. 157 with the Welsh Dragon flying high, the back marker there is 77, and that looks like the 152 car, if I've got my numbers right. Well, that may be 157, Martin Roberts is back. Right behind that, as Dutch Holland scoots his way through in 77, but he's being tracked all the way there. And it is 162, Brent Ellicott. Bad boy Ellicott there, right up with Dutch Holland then. And further back, we've got Scott Weldon. Dutch Holland being tagged there by the bad boy, Brent Ellicott, socking it to the ex-champ there and spinning him around. Throwing him into disarray and barging his way through there, the 162 car. Brent Ellicott from 517 Scott Weldon. And then 338, the next one through, and Dutch Holland recovering in the 77 car, and we're down to the final half a dozen or so as more drivers make their way into retirement. Looking for the front-running car who's already stormed his way past. And we've lost him somewhere. We've lost Brett Ellicott as well. Over on the infield on the far side. What a shame for him. So I think it's Scott Weldon now is the front runner in 517. There he goes. Scott Weldon in from 338 behind that. Going through next. And then Dutch Holland in 77. We haven't got many on. Here's Danny Smithson in 311. 225, socking it to 271 there as well. And Scott Weldon completes it on that. So Henry Longbridge, the late entry into this group, running in second place in a moment, behind the big white jag from the Warlords, who neatly turns his victim around there and completes it on a lap with hardly slowing down. Henry Longbridge, and then big hit going in down at the bottom end there on the hitman, or was it the hitman ditching it out? Yes, it was. 311 Danny Smithson still running, but is he in the top four? No. 272 then. Darren Joyce. So I have it here, the top three running at the moment. 518 Scott Weldon and 338 Henry Longbridge, then Dutchy Holland, and then Danny Smithson in 311 behind that. The checkered flag out to slow it all down. 517 taking that. 338, 77 completing the top three, I think.
And will live to fight another day. 517 takes the race win. We get the confirmation. Scott Weldon from the Ringwood Raceway from Wimborne, not too far away. And we'll jump aboard with him. So then, the Warlords have been doing a fair amount of crashing in the first two races. All of a sudden, you come out and show the Warlords can race as well as wreck.
Yeah, you've got to be in the final to grab the money, in you. So some of us got to get there.
Consolation could be a bit... our third winner of the evening coming round.
To send the first, how many we got this time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cars being sent around then to join at the back of the grid as opposed to the front. One of those is Mellons, that's Martina Allen in the 331 car, one of the few lady banger drivers. Martina been racing quite a lot here at Ringwood this season with mixed success, but still enjoying her racing obviously, and lining up for the Big E tonight. Let's see how they run then in this one. They're off and running. And straight away there's trouble and someone's head on. And we've got Ruben Simmons up front. 194 pulling off there into the infield already. And a long jab lining up here on pit lane corner. The 746 car right in the middle of it. Even the one I said to keep an eye on. And here come the leaders. Dashing down the back straight. Ruben Simmons in 274. Going to find his way ahead. Rob by the looks of things. Straight in and followed in there by the Warlords. Right in on the top. Here comes the majority boys in there as well. And now they're bringing free in the front. 151 is one of those. And the 14 car Simon Mitchell. And 746 looking severely damaged there. And struggling away. 99's getting on the move again in the 421 car. But it's just no way through at the moment. Smoke and fumes. And waiting now for the race manager to have a look at exactly what's going on there. Driver's getting out and we've got a red flag. A red flag with no further progress possible. Smoke and fumes coming up there, making it very difficult for the officials to see that clearly. So a red flag calling it all to a halt then, and those that are able to restart will be getting a restart. Simon Mitchell, however, rejoins, together with Tony Cotton from the Isle of Wight Crash Promotion. Still one or two of them here attempting to get things underway again, despite the fact they're parked on the infield at the moment. Tractor now regaining station in the midfield. We'll see if in fact any of these are ready to go. Car, one of the other finishers. And confirmed winner there, number 93, that's Glenn White.
Finish line, the 93 car of Glenn White taking the checkered flag and the trophy. That time around, one of the fastest race, given that so many cars once you restarted. You got an open track and could really get the power down.
Yeah, always makes it easier when there's less cars, but it is slippery, but just thank God there's all outside of bounce the left up.
Right then, so, come on, nice one.
We're nearly ready for Group 1's second outing, but just got time to squash in a couple more birthday greetings. Please say a big happy birthday to Sally Clark, who's 40 on Monday. The big 4-0 then, Sal. And lots of love to you from everyone that knows you. That's Sally Clark, who hits the big 4-0 mark on Monday. Also, happy birthday to Mum. And that's love from Josh, so I guess you know who you are, Mum. And Josh sends you lots of love. Are you ready for this? Here we go. Speeds it up, please. Here we go. Some mighty straight engines by the sound of things. Action begins straight away. The first in trouble was 701, but the first that hit the front there, Mark Bartlett in the 900 car. It's clear of all the mayhem behind it. Every buddy tries to sort themselves out here. We've got one car when it's back in right up on the gear wall. And Steve Reynolds still flying the Irish Picker. But it's 900 that leads it from 97 as Gary Pratt. The four car getting back in action, Martin Pettit, but he's left down on the lead cars already. Through next comes 188 and 426. And the big blue estate there behind that, 901 and 714, the back marketing of that lot, that's Paul Smolton. As 900 continues to lead it, but 97 Gary Pratt closing up on him. Then 704. 551 back in action there, that's Simon 1, 426. Matt Kirkham in the all purple colours. Danny Smith's and Cara out of things here on the infield by the look of it. Number 4 is way off the pace, 426 and 408 behind that. That's Danny Sherwood in that one. First time we can give him a mention this evening. 97 now leading at 900 then. So Gary Pratt ahead of Mark Bartlett. Those two, then 551 Simon Watt and 426 Matt Kirkham. 408 Danny Sherwood and the 901 car with severe back end damage, but still going strong. That's John Stolman, who I thought would be out with the second group, but somehow has made his way out here. The Trickler still flying on a 173 car then. Ireland forever. And Steve Reynolds continues with a banger to the infield there. The red and white car looked like he was trying to get back in on the action. We're going to see 5 laps to go for the leading cars then, once they come around next time. 465 still on the action. Here's the high side. Going to 97, Gary Pratt. Then 900. 714 back in on Paul Smolton in that one, who was hit severely by the luck of the Irish just now. Danny Sherwood still showing a fine turn of speed, and Michael Hart we haven't given a mention to in 144. The luck of the Irish has just run out as he's been turned well and truly into the wall there. But the Trickler still bravely flying as he endeavours his makes his way into safety. That's Steve Reynolds. As we look for Gary Pratt, that's the all grey coloured car, 97. Going through there, followed by 900. 714, I believe, is the lap down, and 551 Simon Watt. 426 and going through next. And 465 behind that, that's Pete Giles. Slipping and sliding his way through turns 1 and 2 with much smoke trailing behind the big black car there on the back straight. 901 in trouble again, and this time it's the leader dishing it out. So John Stover there. Oh, and Mr. Reynolds decided that the other way round is perhaps the way to go. With 1 lap to go for the leader when he comes through this time. Here he is, 97. 714 pulling into the infield and out of the race. 900 still going strong, but 426 gaining ground on him. Then 408 is Danny Sherwood. And then Pete Giles in 465. 144. And the best presented car, looking much the worse for wear now. It's Gary Pratt wins that one comfortably. On the 551 car, that's Simon Watt, and then 426. This is just the order they're going by the flag, not necessarily the order which they are awarded at the end of it. But so things beginning to settle down after that one, and our winner will be doing that up of honour with Chris Jones, my colleague.
Second time of asking for Gary. Gary doesn't want to talk on the microphone. He's little does he know that I'm coming all the way around the circuit with him, which is very bad news as far as he's concerned. So I take it they're all grey colours. Number one, it's simple to paint, and number two, you're hoping that nobody's going to notice you.
That's it, yeah, it's the team mental colours, so hopefully they won't notice us.
Right, oh well. I'll let you out a bit later on.
He's through then to the final. As we await the last of the recovery vehicles, I guess now the pit lane gate will shut and we'll be set and ready to go. Off we go then. Green flag sends him away. And 300 first to show in front for 135. That's Jim Cannon in 135. And 300 John Ailes. Oh, and into the infield and up the overall goes the Warlord, but he's managed to recover the situation. But I think the car's too badly damaged. It's John Ailes and Jim Cannon. And then we've got Simon Daniel behind that, completing that second lap. 333 slowing right down here, that's John Hemming. 147. Looking for fourth place man there, looks like Sean Collin in 257. 244. Going through there, and the 748 car is the back marker, but 300 it is that leads it from 135. Mike Hilton having sneaked round the infield in 155 will be a lap down. And there's the spin from the one of the back markers there. 739 trying to get all to hang together. John Ailes continues on his merry way. Oh, and a nice jack up there on the... Oh, and well and truly, trombone there was the 740 car. That is him. Brian Daniel, who was late to join us there, has been terminated well and truly there. And his tormentor, in fact, pulls off over on the far side. That was Carl Bunyan who did the hitting on that one. 257 still going strong, but we're looking for the long-time front runner. It's number 300, John Ailes. Andy Lane still in with a chance as we get towards the second half of the race. With 300 still comfortably clear. Jim Cannon in trouble now with 135, that's the back off. And that lets the 257 car, Sean Collin, up a place or two. 130, still Andy Lane still showing a fine turn of speed. And Mike Hilton, although a lap down, is keeping tabs on the leader now, number 300. 67 struggling along here to keep on the pace. Jim Cannon sneaking up behind. Oh, he lets him off the hook that time. The Carl Bunyan gets forced into the infield as he goes by the start line. Is he going to rejoin? Yes, I think he is. I hope he's going to rejoin in the right direction. Otherwise he'll be packing his bags. I think he's trying to turn around but got a lack of steering. 130 goes through again, but it's the leader right behind him, number 300, John Hales. The 67 car up and running again. Oh, there's a big one. That was a good hit. Full tilt there on him. From Sean Collins. And now Jim Cannon's firing a second salvo there. John Hales big time. Cleared away on his own. At the front of this one. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 6 cars left running now. Mike Hilton notching up a few laps now, having taken that shortcut in the early stages through the infield. As we stomp down the back straight now, and has he done enough? Mike Hilton, will he have done enough to get himself ranked in the top 4? Who knows? 300 is the lead car, and it may well be that the rest are a lap down on him. But that'll depend on the count back by the lap scorers. No doubt about our winner though, number 300. John Hales makes his mark to get through to the final. Over to you then, Chris.
1, 2, right, okay. Up I get onto the control wagon, and John Hales, our 6th winner of the day. Congratulations, and it didn't go quite right in the first heat, but it went right that time.
Yeah, well, I couldn't get around the bends in the first race, so we had a little bit of a mess back with the tweak up, and it's all right now.
And the track looks a little bit greasy tonight.
Yeah, very strictly.
Agreed.
Strict behind the number 900 car, the red.
4 cars being sent through. No, just 2 perhaps. Yep, just 2. And 1. Of our races then, Group 3. Amber lights flash, the green flag waves, we're on the move. The 193 car quick to be pushed off the front. Consolation, that one. 162 it is then. And then the 76 and 325 cars together. Keith McMahon in 325 getting his own back now on the 76 car. As 162 leads it through again. In someone neatly parked on the inner wall here on turn 1. Let's go by. Leaving it well and truly high and dry. 946 in the spin. Oh, and I thought we were going to get a follow in there, but didn't quite happen. And they all seem to be hot rodding here to make it through to the final. 215 Steve Holmes at 76. Make it through together. 659 with that one then. Tim Langrish in actual fact, 658. Brett Ellicott still leading it in 162. Then the 22 car of Paul Brown looking good now. Steve Holmes still going strong. And 18 Malcolm Giles on his own at the moment. Mark Kennedy 137 there. Narrowly avoids a big hit. Not being too much in on the action, but we've got a three-way tussle there on the back straight, and still looking for the lead car as Paul Brown goes through in 22. Followed by Steve Holmes in 215. And then 225, that's Matt Harrison at one of them black and blue colours. The hitman has ground to a halt here, one of them anyway. Getting collected by a sideways on that 90 car, who's somehow, 901 car, who's somehow managed to retrieve the situation and get off back in the wall. He's now going the wrong way round. So again, Brett Ellicott putting push on the red car ahead of him. 162 then, still the lead car at the moment. Looking strong up front. Only a mechanical failure took him out of the lead last time. And again, just pushing rivals neatly out of the way, disposing of them without too much damage to himself. 162. With just a couple of laps to go now. 2 laps to go for the lead car when he makes it round. Brett Ellicott, number 162 there. 901 still. Oh, getting tagged there. And 18. Steve Holmes in 215 still staying clear of trouble. 137 that's Mark Cannon again. Further back downfield as Brett Ellicott begins to close on the 76 Hitman's car. 22 car of Paul Brown still in on the running. Oh, and it's double hit there over there. That's 137 car in trouble again. Mark Cannon taking a bit of a broadside there. Somehow the 901 car keeps going. Clouds of smoke and Brett Ellicott takes the checkered flag. Clouds of smoke there between turns 3 and 4. Brings it all to a halt. And the campack will have to decide to let the plating.
So then, 162, Brett Ellicott. A winner 7 and 8 years ago in this very meeting. And do you think you can make it your third win in the final tonight?
No, the engine's snapping.
The engine's not very good now. Right, okay. Up on the control car, we'll come round, and a nice big round of applause for one of the drivers. So whenever there is an open meeting anywhere around the country, we would normally expect the number 162 car to be there or thereabouts when the checkered flag flies. Tonight, in his first heat, got a flat tyre, decided and get the car totally wrecked. He'd pull off quickly with your car. Anyway, Red Ellicott coming round on his lap of honour.
It's Gary Weldon in 516 there. The last to appear so far. I think that could be the last car, in fact, for this heat. Looking down the pit lane, there's a couple of the recovery vehicles, but can't see any other cars. Number 22, 7th number 658, and 8th number 901. Off we go then, and it's right gate. And trouble ready there. Sitting at set 46, one of those really in trouble. 348, I think, are front runner then. In the early stages, and Macho Smoko there on pit lane corner. Earlier leader, 169.61 and 312 now are the front runners for 516. 731 there, just behind him. 36, that's Matthew West. And 72, 260 over the earlier leader, now back in on the action. 516. 731, 422. Little Jim Dixon still okay in 138. Even as I spoke, he got fenced well and truly there. 61 then, James Perry being taken as the lead car now. As really we have got a big pile up down there between turns 3 and 4. That's where all the action seems to be this evening. 61 from 518 then, James Perry. And more of them piling in. Jim Dixon up and running again after that early fencing. 72, Graham Rutley still trying to make it to the finish. But it's 61 from 518. And then, well, we've got a really big gap before the next come through. They seem to be bent on self-destruction down at the bottom end. With more of them following in there. 61 still the lead car then from 518. Martina Allen still going in 331. Well, I didn't see the goings of her in the early stages. Nick Allen in 422 is on his way down the back straight, half a lap down on the lead car. 61 at 518. Martina Allen still strong. Demolition chasing the 596 car, but 516 still going through there, taking out the 312 car of Greg Cheeseman, and now getting taken out himself over on turn 2. And the three Warlords representatives not doing too well in this one, unfortunately. We did have one of them running in second place. We've still got him there, 518, and head on there for the 516. Oh, and a big spinner there from the 516 car. Really a heavy hit. But the driver out and okay. 72 and 138 going by. Still Jim Dixon, despite the earlier into the wall. More action going through the second of the Warlords. This 516 has lost it and spun out as we await the arrival of the 61 car, still getting the high side. And he's about to rout Graham Routley, forcing him wide on turn 3. Oh, and the lead car spinning into the wall then. So 61 out of things here, and it may mean that the front runner now is Mark Weldon in the 518. And he takes the checkered flag right on the last lap then, the 61 car missing out. But he may have done enough to finish in the top 4. But the win there eventually going to Mark Weldon in 518. Now of course, subject to confirmation. Once the result is confirmed. Number 61, James Perry. Giving the win to James Perry, with Mark Weldon finishing in second place there. So James Perry, despite spilling out on the last lap, been given the result.
One back from the Isle of Wight. Rob Phillips in 55 and John Hemming races 333. 657 is Pete Langrish, and the 465 car, the next grid, Pete Giles. 144 next up, Michael Hitman Hart. Certain amount of smoke coming from the 984 car of Simon Daniel, and 169 next on the track. That's Jason Thompson on his outside spike. The Hitman 728. 360. Next up on track, Frank Cassidy, all the way from the Tipperary Raceway in Southern Ireland. And 199, Jason.
Just two cars still around that time then, from the front ranks to the rear for this last chance. Since they've been talking about all the cars and drivers who are hoping there to finish in the top 3 in this one, that's where they need to go past that checkered flag in order to make it to the Mega Ridge final. There we go. Every man for himself in this one. Leading up with Chris Reeve trying very hard on the inside there to stay out of trouble. 257 and 55. 332 one up there. That is Chris Reeve. A 144 Mike Hart going strongly in about 8th or 9th place at the moment. Watching them come through. Oh, what a big hit here on the they jack up the car in front, and we've now got a red flag. Less than 3 finishes there then. And yet another last chance. One more last chance, in fact, because a restart coming up. Very nearly finally, semi-finally. A half dozen cars that are still able to run, take off and are into action. There they go, and Steve Reynolds in trouble to start them off. So 3 cars making a run for it down the front. But aren't willing to go all the way without some hits there. 465 being tagged by the 158 car that into the wall. There you go. Aha, but the man doing all the pushing gets into a spin and leaves the other 2. Here's a big hit. 714 really tackling it to the 173 car, and Steve Reynolds getting more than he bargained for there. These last few then really and takes some of that in return. Steve Reynolds dishing it out in just the same way that it was given to him. Meantime though, it's left 2 cars running on their own, and we got the Irish flag going in the opposite direction. 142 unwilling to take him on head on there. Oh, and now we've lost the 260 car that was our leader, momentarily anyway. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 cars left then. So 3 out of these could make it through. The front runner of those is 465. But the other 2 going much more slowly. Oh, and 58 doing a neat pirouette off the tailgate of the 260 car. So Pete Giles heading this one at the moment. And somehow Steve Reynolds still keeping that car going, the 1731 with the Irish cricketer still flapping in the breeze. Oh, it's going in, look out! Wow! That was a biggie! And their own firework display as well. And Steve Reynolds putting in the hit of the night by the looks of things there. which just leaves 3 cars left running now. Oh, it's still not giving up there, trying to disentangle itself. We've got a red flag. And the result then, that amazing impact there. And Dean Page it was on the receiving end of that huge hit.
65 winner takes a consolation victory, and I tell you what, that's a nice trophy. Can't be bad. Very good. So, about to come round on a lap of honour, and I think he wants to get there fairly quickly because better get your car ready for the final. Right. Put your foot down. Right. This is going to be the fastest lap of honour we've done all night. Because the winner of the race quite rightly says that he hasn't got time for this. Pete Child. He's obviously too much for Formula stock car, right? Because all he's here for is the money. 61 draws number 16. 1-6 for 6-1. Ricky Corpiella in 142. Draws out. Good position number 29. 142. Day 4 races 6-1-7 and draws out. Grid position number 21. 21 for day 4. Number 224, Mike Webber. Draws out grid position number 14, 1-4. Number 465, Pete Giles. Next grid position number 28.
Right down, it's alright, Brett.
Right, so what's happened is that 155 came out. He was a non-qualifier, so he's been sent back to the pit area. 162 therefore gets that grid position as the last car up. So slight mistake there, but all sorted out safe and well. Most of the drivers have chosen to give back their trophies, and they're going to collect them later from the pit office, which will give Leslie something to do on her last night here. You're going to give out the trophies in the pit office. It gives you something to do on your last night here. And did you know that you're going to commentate on the Destruction Derby? No, you're not? Oh, okay. Right then. And and 360 will be grid position number 31. 360. So then the grid forming up down here on the Raceway. And the drivers have worked incredibly hard just to get to this point in the meeting. The heats were hard, the Consolation was chaotic, and now the butterflies in the stomach can start doing their work as well. We come to the 12th Open Bangor Championship here at the Ringwood Raceway. And on pole position for 46, Jason Burt. Well, Jason, at least you know where they all are. That's about the only thing that can be said for pole position in a Bangor race. And there quite possibly is only one thing worse than being on pole, and that's been on the outside row at the front, because if the guy on the inside gets pushed straight on at the end of the bend, you've got to make damn certain that you are at least a car length ahead of him. Simple for grid for row 2, because behind them they have the combined might of John Ailes, who won one of the heats earlier in the evening. .300 John Ailes, alongside him one of the drivers who qualified in the qualifying rounds, Mike Myers, the 141 car of Carson Cooper. And well, you look determined, sir. Do you think you can win it? You wouldn't be here if you didn't think you could win it. Right. The defending champion. He's won it for the last 2 seasons. Mark Cooper in 3:08. Can he do it a 3rd year, the first driver to win it for a 3rd time? Yes or no? Maybe? Not certain. I know, you'll tell me at the end of the race. Good idea. Not bad at all. 272, Darren Joyce alongside. We move down the grid again. Another of the qualifiers from the qualifying rounds. 355, Mark Simmons. Interesting as to what's on the front of the car. Southampton 3, Bournemouth 0. I wonder what that all is about. I've no doubt most of you know. Ringwood's best, don't be bitter. Right, well. I seem to remember I saw one car that's got 355 on a coffin on the front of his car, so I've no doubt he's after you and you're after him. Right. So, at least we know where everybody stands. 342, the next car on grid, James Stone. The 408 car of Danny Sherwood. And it seems an awfully long time ago since I said congratulations to our first race winner of the evening, 224, Mike Webber. Number 5, Mark Kelly, one of 3 warlords in a little group in this part of the grid. Mark, a pre-qualifier, so he's had an evening watching everybody else, working out what his tactics have got to be. Time to get worried, time to plan, and at least you've got a nice straight car for this one. James Perry just managed to get in at the last bid in that his last heat, so well done to him in 61. Matty Harris in the 225 car. The second of the Warlords, second place in his second heat for Mark Weldon in 518. And a race winner, Scott Weldon in 517. Matt Kirkham in 426. David Ball in 617. And the number 18 car of Malcolm Giles. Next up on the grid, the 739 car of Steve Guppy. And alongside the number 215 car of Steve Holmes. Racing number 72. Pete Giles. Ricky Colfer in the 1-2 car. And Dutch Holland in number 67. That's Derek Dutchy Holland. The 360 car of Fran Cassidy alongside, oh dear, they've scratched it for you. 382, Danny Hunt. The 151 car of Tom Terry. 121 is Scott Baggett. We move towards the back of the grid. James Dodge in 201. Number 720 is Shane Brown. 162, Brett Ellicott, a double winner of this event in the past. And here we go, let's rumble!
Here we go then, on the approach lap to the start of this 12th Open Championship final. The one they all want to win, the one that was formerly known as the British Open. You can claim to be British Open champion in banger racing, then really a prestigious title, not to mention of course the prize money, as they roll around then on this first approach lap. There's the green flag, there's the green light, we're off and running and racing, and already into midfield. Big coming together as the front wing, all right to man, 446. Leads them across the line just from Gary Pratt in the 97 car behind them there. 311, that's just moving into contention there. Danny Smithson then going well. As we look forward to make their way through for the first time. And it's the pole position man still up front at the end of that first lap. Jason Burt then in 446, the purple colours, with the way through. Going down the back straight here on his own at the moment. Clear of all of his rivals, Danny Smithson the nearest to those. Mike Kilford coming up well to move into second place there in 202. And it's Jason Burt being the first obstacle clear out of the way there and through the infield. Almost over the inner wall there onto the leaders. Was 130 in trouble there because he's going to get the black flag. Andy Lane's that infield incident. As Jason Burt leads him through the end of this lap. 446 in from 202. Coming up close behind that, John Ailes in 300. And the two leaders are through there and clear. Glenn White going well just a bit further back in the 93 car. The track down the track straight and into turn 3. The lead car still 446, 202 now. Mike Kilford heading the 446 car to lead this one, with Glenn White closing on the pair of them at the moment, and coming up behind slower cars on the back straight. Glenn White ready on a charge on the inside line, right up behind Kills. It's 202, the lead car then. Jason Burt losing a place there, and 617 right up behind that going well. Staying well in on the action is David Ball. Down the back straight again for the lead cars, and Kills going out wide. Glenn White trying to squash him up against the wall. And the pair of them coming up the line now. 93 now from 202. 617 and 308 getting it on the action there. Just moving ahead of Jason Burt, 446 car. We've lost the 93 car, but it's 202. The lead car then, Mike Kilford, following his progress. 518 goes through there, but way down. 617. Now the front runner is Dave Ford, followed by the 308 car. Then that's Mark Cooper, the reigning champion, going well and well in contention. Mike Webber into the wall there. No mistake for that one. But it's Dave Moore leading it. 617. The green car now getting the laps to go side from 308, 202, 342 there, 355. That's Mark Simmons just ahead of Jason Wood, the pole position man who's in for the first couple of laps. Looking for the lead car through, it's still 617 for the Warlord there, 518 in between it. 617 going out wide, it gets caught up and he's gone, and 308 Mark Cooper now moving in. Mark Cooper, the last year's champ, storming his way through, a bit of the sliding there into turn 3, gets it all sideways but manages to hook up, and 308 with a 5 turn of speed, 617 coming back, and 202, 342 behind that, trailing Lutter's box. But it's Mark Cooper from Dave Moore, with Mike Kilford still in contention there, and Mark Simmons right behind him, in 355, just hanging on to the end. Through they come again, 308, through the start finish there. Mike Kilford managing to extricate himself from a bit of a coming together there. Moving up, there is Tom Terry in 151. Danny Smithson in 311, and we got a red flag. We have a red flag. Red flag. So, it looks as though it's Mark Cooper making a hat trick of wins. That to be confirmed, but the 308 car there moving into contention with just a few laps to go, and Mark Cooper really pleased about that.
Third place, come on, nice big round of applause for 202, Michael Kilford. The official results taken at the time of the stoppage, the last completed lap. In second place, congratulations to number 617, David Ball. And for the third time in 3 years, congratulations to Mark Cooper, who takes the checkered flag and the trophy, and the drink, and the money. So then, congratulations to all 3 drivers. Photographs being taken. They've all been blinded. Michael, you took 3rd place. A long wait for your first race of the evening, but you must be fairly pleased with that.
Yeah, very pleased. It worked in the end, so...
Out for the DD to have some fun?
Yeah, I'll be out.
Good. well done, congratulations. Third place, Michael Kilford. In second place, David Ball. David, the green machine went well, didn't it?
Well, yeah, better than expected. I was expecting a, well, rubbish race, but no, it came all right.
Well, congratulations. Second place, well done. And the man who just can't seem to stop winning this championship, 3 years on the trot. A lot of drivers would say it's lucky to win it 1 year. 2 years, all of a sudden you start to think that maybe it's not luck. 3 years, you're either on the biggest run of all and you should be entering the national lottery every week with a lot of money, or you're just a damn good driver. Well done.
Thank you very much. Just a bit of luck, that's all it was.
Just a bit of luck, yeah, I believe that, yeah. I don't believe that at all. So then, the top three in the UK Open, and looks like a nice car, but are you going to come out to play in the DD?
No, we're going straight back to the pub now.
You're going straight back to the pub now, are you? Oh, right. So, with all the prize money, I take it you're going to be buying everybody in the stadium a drink?
No problem.
No problem, providing they all want a glass of water with a straw. Right. Come on then, on the lap of honour.
You three are aware all 3 cars back to clear for the Demolition Derby.
Right. Just a reminder to all the drivers that the first 3 in the championship, it is a requirement that they must race in the Destruction Derby. If they don't get any money, which is a very big incentive to come up for the Destruction Derby. Come on then, a nice big round of applause. In third place, the number 202 car of Michael Kilford. In second place, number 617, David Ball. And for the third year in succession, the winner of the UK Open.
Here we go then. Here's the green flag. Stand by. Well, big note already. Cars from every direction. Really just a case of the last one running. But in turn, it's not the name of the game, it is somebody's new game. And already the barriers are taking a fair toll. The infield as well. Some anxious to stay on one seat, others anxious to get it over with quick. 157, 283. Got a red flag. We got a red flag down at the bottom end. And a red flag there was some heavy hits going in on the barrier on turn 4. Turn 3 rather, and that's caused our red flag situation down there. Can't see the number of the car from here at that red flag, calling it all to a halt. And now I'm hearing over the headset that the driver is okay, so that's the main thing. Better to err on the side of caution. And some of the cars taking no notice of the red flag. And really, the red flag should have stopped all the action, but it would appear that and we're going to end up with a couple of bans after this one. So restarted Demolition Derby now then, all a little hazy there. Managing to escape from that despite a double whammy. There's a big hit going on the 72 car there. 157 still okay, 517 as well. 321 getting the chuck treatment from 22. moment. One of the warlords left, and it's got well to be sideways on into 2 dead cars already. A good one. The end of... Oh, and another way bang there, and it's Brian Webb dishing that one out. Here comes the 22 car in to try and definitely finish it off. Brian Webb still getting away with that one. 3-2-1 from the Bears is still got plenty of dirt to go. And amazingly, the Irish trickler still flying. Reynolds somehow keeping that mangled wreck moving. With his own guidebooks display as well. So how many does that leave us moving? Well, Steve Reynolds still anxious to get it on the move. Look out! Oh, another bag there. That's going to finish him off. No, it's still going, that one. That is amazing. Here comes Brian Webb on the back of the bear. Woo. And still the 517 Jake will go sideways even if it won't go forward. On there from Brian Webb. We've still got 4 cars on the move, loads of smoke pouring out here. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars, and just look at the state of front. Steve Reynolds' car with the Irish trickler still flying. Brian Webb still going, I think. And those two missed each other. Smoke now drifting across. Difficult to see if anyone's going on. We've still got 3 cars on the move at the moment, and they're all heading towards the... Well, they were heading towards the main straight, but Brian Webb decides he's going to nip off through the infield. Although the Warlord's car's still going. Well, look at that. If that's not an Irish stew, I've never seen one. 173. Steve Reynolds was up until then, still able to keep it going, but he's out of the car. And luckily the Brian Webb saw him exiting the car there and gave him a miss. Here we come then. And a big hit there on the Warlord. Can he still keep it going? Yes, it's inching its way through. But he has been black flagged, I understand, with no rear tyre. So that just leaves the 283 car of Brian Webb as the last one running, I think. If in fact the Warlord's car has been black flagged. Indeed it has, there it is again. No rubber on the rear, one of the rear wheels. I think that's the reason for the black flag in there. So that only leaves us Brian Webb now circulating. But I think he's going to have him anyway. Here it comes. Grand finale. And still he keeps it going. With no rear wheel. This surely must be the end. And there we have it. One last hit then. And that surely must be that. Brian Webb, the last one running. And there we have it. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, and it just remains for me to say, have a safe journey home, and Ringwood Raceway hopes to see you all again on Boxing Day, which is our next race meeting. Hope you've all enjoyed yourselves here this evening, and do drive safely on the way home. Brian Webb then, our winner of the Demolition Derby.
So then, Scott, well then, the Warlord car finally expired, and the winner of the DV, congratulations to 283, Brian Webb. And we'll try not to get run over, Brian, as we amble around here. Where is he? Brian! Right now, congratulations to Brian Webb. Well done, Brian. And about to come round on his left corner. Nice big round of applause for Brian as